This is Nagananda Kodithuwakku, contesting for the parliamentary election from the Colombo district from the political party United National Freedom Front. I am contesting from this party along with other candidates. I wanted to mention one particular candidate, that is the party leader Maitri Gunaratna, who is a president council. And we simply won't come before you for nothing. We have proved our character through our work. The undertakings, our undertakings on behalf of the people of this country is enormous. We have performed our duty more than 42 occasions to defend the sovereignty of the people in this country. All attempts made by the legislature and the executive to take away your sovereignty and your freedom, we have straight away challenged before the judiciary. And we must discuss in the first and foremost, what do you mean by the sovereignty of the people? What do you mean by the social contract? Please do understand this. Forget about the political parties. We represent you, and outside the parliament we have done our utmost best, and we have taught you through experience what is happening in the parliament, what these members of parliament are doing, what they have done in the past. I will bring few examples for your attention. I think you are aware of 2016, 224 MPs were granted tax-free permits to rob public funds. 224 people each robbed 33.5 million, and I managed to obtain all the information, including the head of the state, Maithripala Sirisena, at that time. And they have robbed 7,000 millions, that is 7 billions. Whereas you find it very difficult to survive in this country today. Some others, they can't survive, they can't even afford to buy a pair of shoes for their children, sometimes their jewelry pawned to the pawn shop. That is the situation in the country. So in this country, we must understand what these people are doing, what is the role of the citizen in this country, what do you mean by the social contract? Social contract in the sense, those who are elected to the public office by you, they are expected to respect the rule of law, the constitution, and particularly your sovereign rights and the fundamental rights. They have taken oaths. You know, they come before you and they say, we will defend and protect the sovereignty of the people, the constitution and the rule of law, whereas once they are elected to the public office, they do completely the opposite. This car permit case is the classic example. And the Corruption Commission informed us in writing, although there is a huge loss incurred by the government, this commission will not inquire into it because it is approved by the government. This is the level of corruption in the country. So when it is taken to the court of law, the Director General of Customs refused to give the names of the MPs who robbed these public funds. But I managed to get the court order. Sri Lanka United National Freedom Front did its utmost best. We managed to get the information from the Director General of Customs and charge them all in the Supreme Court for defrauding the public funds. 7 billion is a huge amount of money. Unfortunately, the Attorney General let you down. The Attorney General said that the Corruption Commission will conduct a credible investigation, whereas they did nothing. So this is why I say, when you appoint your representative, make sure that they are genuine, honest people. Most of these people do not understand what you mean by the honesty, integrity, loyalty and credibility. It is something like Greek for these people. So therefore, there is a bounden duty in you to appoint right man to represent you in the parliament. For the name's sake, don't elect anybody. They are going there for what? Car permit, liquor permit, decentralized budget, pensions. These are their priorities. Even I remember I have done the research on this. Before 1977, there was not even a salary for them. No pension, nothing. All these changes came after 1977, 78, J.R. Jayawardena's constitution. We must stop all this. No parliamentarians is now. I can see some people say, the former president say, we should not deny these rights. No. If you are not willing to sacrifice your life for the betterment of the people in this country, you should not come to serve the nation. For the name's sake, please do not. Now, once you are elected to the public office, if you respect the rule of law, there you will never get a car permit and sell it and rub public funds in this manner. I must tell you, each fellow had rubbed over 33.5 million rupees in this car permit matter. 224 people involved in that. So, the people, most of the people in this country is unaware of their rights. The social contract means you vote for them for a limited period of 5 years to perform their public office with due respect and regard to the constitution, whereas these people, they do completely the opposite. So, why they behave in this manner? Because the majority of the people unaware of their rights. They don't know what you mean by the sovereignty. You must understand the legislature, the parliament and the judiciary and the public service, the attorney general, the IGP, they all exercise your sovereign rights. They all are subject to article 4.4, 4D. That means they are required to respect and honor your fundamental rights and the rule of law. So, whereas in this country it does not happen. You don't blame others, don't blame this parliamentarians. You must find fault with our majority of the community, they who do not know nothing, and they simply appoint these people, elect these people as their representative to rob this country. This is why we suffered for 76 years. We have done a magnificent service. It is up to you to decide whether it is magnificent or otherwise. We will tell you the gas case, you are aware of it. Gas case, head of the state, the two ministers, and they know they have committed a serious criminal offense. 7 people died, 800 odd houses burned down, and they simply denied any responsibility. It was taken up. I must tell you, one Mr. Tushan Gunawardena, the executive director of the Consumer Affairs Authority, he provided all that information to Nagananda, and I took it to the court of law and I proved it for you. The court gave a very clear order, court of appeal. They said all gas cylinders with the wrong composition should be recalled. Even the gas cylinders in the market should be recalled. This is the way right thinking people, right thinking lawyers, right thinking citizens should perform their office according to the article 20 of the Constitution. 28 require you, whatever the occupation you choose, to perform your office strictly according to the rule of law and the constitution according to your conscience. Harda Sakshya. This is utmost important. Unfortunately, it does not happen. You know about the nationalist matter. Who produced it for you with evidence? There is nothing called nationalist. I must tell you, that time it was enacted in 1988. There was only 196 MPs in that time. You won't believe. Any bill to amend the constitution required 2/3 majority, that is 131 MPs. Do you know? You can refer to the gazette, the parliamentary gazette, the Hansard dated 4th of May 1988. You will observe this bill has been enacted with 128 MPs. That is completely illegal. Why? That time J.R. Jayawardena, the president, he managed to control the Supreme Court and managed to get it approved. And a bill approved by the parliament did not contain any defeated candidates to come to parliament through the national list. It was done by J.R. Jayawardena. He brought the judiciary under tremendous pressure. He allowed and he compelled the judiciary to approve. The 5 judges approved this 14th amendment to the constitution that taken away your sovereign rights. That is to appoint your members through your ballot. That is article 4A. Only the members elected by you can occupy office. Whereas, you know, even the last parliament had some people not even contest for the parliamentary election. Even the casino dealers came through the election. You must be ashamed of it. What happened? Who is responsible? You must take responsibility because you are not aware of it. You are not educating. There is a thing called learned helplessness. That means you are not playing your role. Please do understand there is a huge burden in us. We have done our part. Please do understand, we, the Sri Lanka United National Freedom Front, we will do our utmost best. Have a confidence. You can have a complete faith and confidence in us. We have proved our character through our work. The car permit matter, and I want to discuss about the gas matter, but I have very limited time. We have proved it. We stop it. And we also did the bottom trawling matter. No government took any interest. Whole world, it is prohibited. but we have taken it to the court of law because the Sri Lankan government failed allow Indian bottom trawlers to come and destroy our fishing land in the north, and the over 300,000 our Sri Lankan fishermen affected. Over $1 billion of revenue we lost because of our important leaders. So our message to you, please do understand, my citizens, please do understand, we have a huge responsibility. When you elect your members to the parliament, elect the right minded people, elect who will contribute their utmost best in the public interest. We have proved our character. That is why I mentioned names of the Maitri Gunaratna President Council and Nagananda. We have proved our character through our work. So therefore, whoever contests for the parliamentary election, whoever forget about their political parties, now we contest for the Colombo district parliamentary election, and it is your duty to select right minded people who have performed, who have proved their character through their work. We have done it for you, and it is in you. Remember about the social contract. Between you and the parliamentarian, no parliamentarian should come before should contest for the election. Those who have done it before, who sold their car permit, I know this Samagi Janabalawege, JATHKA Janabalawege, UNP, and this gas cylinder and the Pohotto, all of them. Please do understand, you must understand not to appoint, because now I know most of the people have been granted. Most of the people have been granted and allowed to contest the election despite the fact they have sold their car permit. What does it mean? That means party dealers, they are not least bothered. They know you will still continue to vote these people who rob public funds. So therefore, please do understand, as citizens of this country, have faith and confidence in the right minded people who will contribute their utmost best. United Nations, United National Freedom Fund, we come forward for you to serve the nation from the color, to represent you from the Colombo district. Forget about the other political parties. Look for the right minded people, whatever the political party, if they have done wrong in the past, robbed their public funds, forget about them. 224 people have robbed their public funds running into 7 billion. That is 7,000 million. I will publish it for your information, names of the people. That is why I discuss with you and inform you in very clear terms. Make sure, appoint right minded people who will contribute their utmost best for the public good. We have done it through our character. It is up to you to select your representative according to your conscience. Please do understand, there is a thing called, very simple, you know, that honesty, integrity, loyalty, credibility. If your representative in the past, they have proved that they are the people with no integrity, no honesty, no credibility, no loyalty, forget about them. And this is my final message to you. Please make sure you are the sovereign body in this country. You are the sovereign authority in this country, means you are in the Republic of Sri Lanka, people are the supreme authority. So you are the supreme authority. You get this opportunity once in 5 years. Use your ballot as a bullet to select right people to represent you in the next parliament. If you select us, you will never regret. We will do our utmost best for public good. Thank you very much.